like Omega and Moxley, I thought that was over. When the exploding match happened, I said, well, this bomb didn't go off, but at least this bomb of a feud is over. And then it just keeps going. And I think these...
Well, that's what I want to bring this up, because I want you to try to explain the next segment to me. They alternate back and forth between acting like that they are legitimately mad at each other, with Eddie Kingston being such a great convincing promo and Moxley being such a violent badass. They want to convince people that they're badasses and they're violent and they're really mad, and in the same segments, they willingly go along with stupid comedy shit that knock it the fuck off, sitting in the ring in his chair with his headset on and his laptop, and Kingston comes out and cuts the promo where I don't want any of this sports entertainment crap. I'm not fighting this guy. I want fucking Harpo. Harpo comes out, won't fight Kingston, and then Michael Nakazawa. This is another thing. There are legitimate pro wrestlers that could use a job in this day and age, in this current environment. But just because this guy is another one of Twinkle Toes' fetishes, he's employed by a major company to stand around and be a goof. He hits Kingston from behind with the most horrible looking laptop shot ever in history, because remember, he's not a real wrestler. He's one of the phony fucking fake play indie outlaw wrestlers from Japan that Twinkle Toes has hired and brought along with him across international lines. Maybe there's some law. But then he can't do anything to Kingston, and Kingston suplexes him and knocks him out. And then he gets a chair and he goes to Pillmanize Nakazawa's ankle. Of course, he put the chair on the wrong way, but it didn't matter because they weren't going to have to stomp it anyway. But I would like to have seen him stomp the chair that way. We wouldn't have to look at Nakazawa too much longer. Harpo, of course, playing a heel is going to let him do it, but in such a way that he's not serious. It's all for comedy. Then Harpo calls Cutlet out, Brandon Cutlet, so that he can do something, but he falls out of the tube in front of Moxley, who's beating him up in the tube. And then Moxley comes out and puts Twinkle Toes in the fucking sleeper and threatens Callis and now we know also, by the way, Nakazawa still was laying there with the ankle in the chair. So apparently if you put a chair on somebody's ankle, it automatically paralyzes them. So Callis makes a tag of Kingston and Moxley against Harpo and Knock It the Fuck Off for next week. And boy, this was phony, ridiculous, horribly performed by everybody involved. It looked like it was laid out by an amateur. Nobody was serious besides Kingston. It wasn't laid out. It was really thrown up like a dog's dinner. I don't know what else to say. Did you even understand this? Well, I mean, it was simple to understand, but why would anybody do this way? And you're making fun of acting serious at the same time as you're doing it. So what response are we supposed to have?
I don't know.
This is a funny drama. It's
Cutler
a funny
and
drama.
Nakazawa are ridiculous. I'm not exactly sure why they would do this. I'm not sure why any of this is happening. This is a feud we did not need to continue. Moxley versus
These
Omega.
guys have to be going back to the hotel afterwards and going, he's paying for all this. He's paying us to do this shit on his television.
No, they're believers. They're all believers.
Anyway, so there was Tony Schiavone in the back with Taz, who was crowing about Brian Cage beating Adam Page. But then here comes Christian Cage. And Cage, he did a good promo on Taz. And he wrote it himself. But he's got experience actually doing big-time television, and he's a well-spoken, eloquent guy. And if everybody could write their own material and deliver it like Christian Cage, they might be okay with letting guys do what they want. This was a decent promo here that sounded like an adult speaking in a halfway serious manner. And even if the business is a work, he wasn't laughing about it while he was doing it. So maybe more of that. The next segment with the Virgin Penelope Ford with Pip Sabian took on the returning Chris Flatlander with Pockets in her corner. And, okay, I was thinking there might be comedic value in this, but time is short. So I knew that you would let me know what botches I missed. What botches did I miss?
There were just a few botches during the match, and then Chris Statlander won.
Chris Flatlander.
Yeah, that one's not working. Chris Statlander.
I thought she was very dangerous, but nevertheless, I will bow to your instincts.